Today is Sunday, December 16th. It's my 8th week with braces, and I've had them in for 7 weeks and 2 days. Woo! This is like my third time filming this segment where I try to explain everything like with the rubber bands and the brackets because every time I try to do it, I mess up on the names of the teeth. Okay, so third time's the charm, guys. So what happened is, let me step back and just like big picture, I have brackets from first molar to first molar on both the top and bottom. So I don't have brackets on every tooth. I don't have brackets on my second molars. I don't have brackets on my wisdom teeth, okay? And so first molar to first molar. And when I started out, I had 16s. And I did a little bit of Googling myself and realized that they're called 16 Nai-Tai arch wires. And I think Nai-Tai is like copper, nickel, titanium. It's some fancy like alloy metal that's supposed to have great memory properties, which is why they're used in making arch wires. So originally when I first got my braces in, they were just O-rings on every single bracket. So they look like this. And obviously my first set were light blue. They were not like red and green. But this time it's a little bit different. So what my orthodontist, Dr. P, did was he first removed the rubber bands and took the arch wires out to examine my teeth and to look at the progress. And he determined that I would keep the 16 Nai-Tai on my top, but I would move up to the 18 Nai-Tai on the bottom. So I'm like, yay, level up. So my bottom is actually an 18 Nai-Tai and my top is still the 16 Nai-Tai. As far as rubber bands went, that was a little bit complicated. So first he put in what felt like 5 steel ties up top. So going from my left canine to my right lateral incisor. And what steel ties are literally what they sound like. They're like little steel like wires that tie the your bracket, which is bonded to your tooth, to the Nai-Tai arch wire. And when he was doing that, I could really I could feel my teeth like getting like really attached to the arch wire, which is good, hopefully. Hopefully that means it'll help them along a little bit more. And I had 5 of those put in. And then on the top, you can tell that I don't have all O-rings anymore. In fact, I have a lot of what I think are called power chains, which are rubber bands that are like attached. So I think it's easier for me to show than tell. So up top, going from my first molar all the way to my canine is all attached rubber bands or power chains. So let me show you. Oh, sorry, I meant the left side. See, I already messed up and it's like not even a couple minutes in. So it's all attached. So power chain all the way from my first molar to my canine, and then power chain between my lateral and central, and power chain between my central and lateral, and then all the rest are just O-rings on the top. On the bottom I have all O-rings except for between my first molar and my second premolar. Yeah, so that is what they look like. Yay!
I think I'm definitely at the stage of treatment where it gets worse before it gets better. better. My teeth look super janky right now. Janky, yeah, that's the technical term I'm gonna go with. Well, you can tell that there's a gap between my two central incisors up top.
This is about 1 week after my first adjustment. I've been so busy making a pretty big career-related life change. So maybe I'll vlog about that later. But yeah, it's been quite stressful but exciting. But because of that, I haven't really been as diligent about checking my teeth or looking in the mirror every day and seeing if I've had any progress since the last update. But do still have a gap between my top central incisors. I talked about that last week too. That gap is purposeful, and the reason that gap is there is because of the power chains on either side that are kind of like pulling them apart. But yeah, it's gonna close up. I know a lot of celebrities are embracing their gapped teeth, and it's super hip to have gapped teeth now. And it works for them. They look great. A lot of props to them for embracing their natural beauty, but I definitely want mine closed. I don't want a gap between my central incisors at all. So here's to that. Wow, I just rambled for 4 more minutes. I need to sign off. Anyway, bye!